Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Eagan Wildcat Hockey. Tonight, we're live from the Schmitz-Mackey Arena in lovely Farmington, where your Eagan Wildcats will be taking on the home team, the Tigers of Farmington. Jeff Burgum here, along by my side, my partner in crime, the Big M, we call him, Thomas Manzella. Thomas, great to have you here tonight, and should be an interesting game.
Yeah, Jeff, it should be a good one. Farmington coming off a win. They're 3-3. As we just were talking about, after this game, we get a Tuesday game, a little bit of a break. So these last two games are critical, kind of going into the holiday break.
Yeah, we talked about the brutal South Suburban Conference schedule. Brutal meaning that all the teams are tough. They're all very good. There really isn't a cupcake game. And here again, this is kind of a game that Eagan, if they play it their way, they move their feet, play the body, they should handle business. But again, nothing is guaranteed. And when you go to someone else's barn, Thomas, all bets are off.
Yeah, I think, Jeff, we came in here last year looking like it should have been a win. And you know what happened last year? It didn't work out
that way.
The only good news is the band is not here tonight.
Yeah, we were expecting, we premised our fan base for the last 3 months that there'd be about a 150-member band here at the home of Farmington. And again, of course, they don't show up tonight. So it's a quieter atmosphere. But again, I'm sure the intensity will pick up once the players hit the ice. Eagan enters tonight's game at a record of 3-2, 2-1 in the South Suburban Conference. And Eagan has been playing well. They had a game against Burnsville. They lost, I believe, 4-2. It was a buzzsaw, good back-and-forth game. Then they played at the Tria Center, the Cloquet Rockettes, and they lost that one. They had an empty netter. That was a 5-3 loss. But, again, a very well-played game by Eagan. So, again, 3-2, I think they're pretty pleased where they're at right now.
Yeah, I would agree, Jeff. And the Cloquet game was, again, I think we feel like we probably should have won that one when you kind of look back. We were actually moved up in the rankings into the top 20, but that loss dropped us out. But if you saw, Cloquet just lost in overtime to Duluth East.
In overtime. So you'll think about that. I mean, I believe Duluth East is undefeated.
Well, and they're third in the state right now.
So
yeah.
So again, I think one of the unique things to this season too, Thomas, is that Eagan is playing some challenging games out of conference. I mean, there's really no big 3-4 teams that they're going to kind of walk over. They're being well tested. That should bode well for the Wildcats as they venture towards the section playoffs.
Yeah, Mike, Coach Taylor definitely set up a little tougher schedule this year for the optional games that you get to pick, and so there's not really going to be an easy night any of the nights we play.
So again, nice atmosphere at Farmington at the Schmitz-Mackey Arena. Prime time here in lovely Farmington, our neighbor to the south. And the Farmington players are entering the ice. Farmington wearing their home whites.
And Jeff, our last game, big win against Eastview. I don't think we expected to go 7-0 on Eastview, but what a performance last game.
Again, a testament to the unpredictability of high school hockey. You got teams that you think you're going to be a tight one, then all of a sudden it's a blowout, and go figure.
Yeah, right. We thought that would be a tight game, and all of a sudden it's 7-0, right? So.
And here come your Eagan Wildcats.
And Jeff, we might have a little bit of a delay here because the scoreboard's
up and running, Thomas. They just got their electrical bill turned in, so they were going to be up and running.
The power got
turned off. So, again, we're pleased to have you with us watching Eagan Wildcat Hockey, streaming to you live from the Schmitz-Mackey Arena. Again, big shout-out to all of our viewers or fans.
Special hello to Greg Byrne. Looks like our video is crystal clear tonight.
Special hello to Mr. Greg Byrne. He's out hunting right now.
Is that where he is?
If it's flying, they're dying. If it's running, he's gunning.
What's he out hunting?
Some kind of animal.
Muskrat?
I don't know what, muskrat or some kind of deal. And now here are your starting lineups for both Eagan and Farmington.
This game is being played under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair play and good sportsmanship among players and coaches. As athletes, we ask that spectators promote the ideas of good sportsmanship, fair play, and respect for players, opponents, and the officials. Now let's meet the starting lineup
All right, here we go, folks. That was the national anthem, and we're soon ready to begin start of a South Suburban Conference showdown featuring your Wildcats taking on the Farmington Tigers. Eagan will start off with the Gibson line with Meyer and Randall. Defensive pairing will be Dolney and Mason, Manzella in the nets. And again, as to any game, Thomas, it'll be or a key to the game to get off to a quick start.
Yeah, Jeff, it's been good. We've gotten off to pretty good starts the first few games we played, and you know how big it is. And the main thing, it's not even so much scoring the goal, but just that fast physical play.
Get the puck down low. Get some off. Get some pressure down in their zone. Do a couple of hits, get a body. Hit somebody.
Because when we play fast and physical, we're a really tough team to beat.
And the key to that statement is playing both fast and physical.
Both, correct.
Right.
And Jeff, the other one I think to watch tonight too is we have taken a lot of penalties at unopportune times, and hopefully we'll clean that up a little bit tonight too, and not get ourselves in trouble by playing shorthanded a lot.
Well, again, Farmington's a very good team. They're 3-3. They're 500. So again, a real good team here at the South Suburban Conference. They've had their wins, and now we'll see how Eagan responds after their nice win against Eastview Lightning. Puck shot into the Farmington zone out of the center ice. Picked off. Nice job there by Meyer. He'll chop it in deep, giving chases Randall. Little pressure in the corner. Here comes Farmington. They try to get out of their zone. They control. They'll drop it over to the side D. And Farmington now tries to get it in the zone. It gets picked off or stopped. Back by Randall. He'll chip it down low. Farmington now with the puck. They're controlling. And here comes Farmington. Farmington now looking at center shot, short side. Nice save by Manziel. Nice little tester for the first shot of the game by either side.
Yeah, he had that corner that he was shooting at. It was on target. Derek just got the shoulder up to make the save, and it went up into the netting.
Face off to the right of Derek Manzella. Draw controlled by Eagan. Back to Meekin to Burgum. Burgum, nice center pass to Keegan Johnson. Here comes the Wildcats. Good breakout. Back over to Johnson. Center, no one's home. Burgum goes in. He'll chip it in low. He'll pick it off now. Controlled by Farmington. And now back to Johnny Myers. Myers now with the puck. Johnny Myers to Sherrick's shot. That was a good shot on goal. Now back, here comes Farmington. And they'll chip it to center ice. Puck control now by Farmington. Nice little chance there by Eagan. Farmington with the puck. They'll chip it down low over to Meekin. He'll get it to center. That gets Hemmer back in the zone. He goes to get it. Back now to Sherrick. Nice little chip now to Michael Beneke. Beneke has a room shot. Blocker save. Rebound. Sat there. Cleared. Centering attempt. No one home. And here comes Farmington now out of the zone. Picked up by Farmington in their end. And they'll chip it to center ice. Now controlled by Henry Reif. Now Reif's got an angle. Henry Reif. Ooh, that was in the wide. Reif stood there nicely. Kept the puck in. And puck will be
saved by LaCroix.
Covered up by LaCroix. Senior tender for Farmington.
Yeah, Reich walked around that, went for the corner and just shot it a little bit over the crossbar.
And Reif had the angle. He got around the D, walked in. Nice job by Reif to get that shot on goal. Beneke line with Pearson and Reif. Puck got to the point. Nice job by Mason to keep that in. And picked up by Henry Reif. Reif now. Reif, nice job to get that cycle down low. Giving chases Beneke. Beneke now loses the puck. Kept in by Mason. Well done. And they'll force a whistle. So good job by Jack Mason, the senior defenseman, to keep that puck down low. Hold the zone and face off now to the right of Farmington tender. Senior
Kenny LaCroix.
Kenny LaCroix, thank you. Puck control by Farmington. Chip it out. That hits the net, and there'll be a reface off to the right of LaCroix. We got the Gibson line out with Burgum and Dolney at the point. Myers shot, boy, he had some time but got deflected at the last second. Myers got a heck of a cannon shot.
Yeah,
and just tried to rip that up but got deflected at the last second.
Yeah, one of their forwards, Mills, blocked that. Nice block, sent it up into the netting.
Draw controlled by Gibson. Myers goes in the roof netting, hit the light fixture.
Got tipped up, hit the roof, hit the lights.
Not a real high ceiling. I haven't done the measurements yet, but doesn't look particularly high.
Get the tape measure out in between periods.
Draw controlled by Randall got to the corner there. Dolney shot. Corner now, Meyer now giving chase. Farmington now trying to get out of the zone. They get bottled in nicely by the Wildcats. Back deep in the zone. Centering pass back to Dolney.
We got a penalty coming, Jeff. Interference.
It's going to be on Eagan, I think.
Yeah, I think Meyer got it.
So again, as we talked about, Thomas, we want to get out of that, stay out of that box. And again, Eagan was pressing. They were buzzing. They had lots of good zone time.
Yeah, and it's always tough, Jeff, to get a penalty in the offensive zone. All right, so Jeff, we're on the penalty kill.
So we've got Keegan Johnson with Sherrick, Meekin, and Mason as the killers right now. We're on the penalty kill. Penalty was on Cullen Meyer for interference. So nice job by Nick Sherrick to kill some time. We've got some dangerous penalty killers. They could be an offensive threat at a blink of an eye.
Already got a few shorthanded goals this year. This kill team.
And here comes Farm. They'll dump it down low. They'll give chase. Jack Mason backs it over now to Max Meekin. Meekin's got some time. Meekin will send it down low. Nice little feed to Johnson, just out of his reach. He was breaking all alone. So here comes, picked up there by Meekin. Nice job by Max Meekin. Could have been a little hook there, didn't call it. And here comes Farmington. But too many men.
Is it too many men on us? Yeah, I think we had 5 on the ice. So now, Jeff, we're going to go 2 men down.
You know, just as we talked about, Thomas, before this game, it's just like we've got to keep ourselves out of this box, and now we got a little bit of a grinder here.
Yeah, there was a little bit of confusion on guys coming off and on. We ended up with 5, which, as you know, we're shorthanded and only have 4.
So now a real test here for the Wildcats. 5-3, 2 man down for a good minute and a half, just over a minute. Here comes Farmington in the zone. I get a bench penalty, too many men on the ice. Nice job by Manzello to cover it up. Penalty killers for Eagan as we got Dolney, Mason, and Johnny Myers. So again, really, even up, Thomas, you could just see already we were buzzing. Got to keep yourself out of that box. Special teams are a big play of the game so far again. Shot just wide. Boy, that didn't miss by much. Had Manzello was screened there, didn't see it. Puck control by Farmington. Shot. Nice block there by Dillette. That stung. That goes to Dolney.
Inside of the skate?
Yep.
Great block by Dolney, though.
So now we'll switch them up. They'll got Myers with Mason or from Meekin and Burgum and Myers. So again, big kill here again.
44 seconds to go on the 2-man advantage.
Draw controlled by Farmington. They'll set up now with the 2-man advantage. They'll work their umbrella. They got some space. They got a lot of ice out there now. Nice block by again. Mason. Again, can't get out of the zone. I'm sorry, by Max Meekin shot. Another block by Meekin. Beautiful job by Max Meekin.
2 block shots.
2 huge blocks by Max Meekin. Excellent effort.
13 seconds to go on the 2-man advantage.
Real big tester for the Wildcats. Here comes Farmington. They'll set it up. And then we're down now to 1 man. So 5-on-4. Set it up. Nice job by Manzella. Beautiful glove save. Great job again, though, by Max Meekin to take those 2.
Yeah, he took 2 shots, took good opportunities that Derek never even had to see because he blocked them. And then you had Dolney taking a 3rd shot.
So, again, good job so far by the Killers. About 45 seconds to go in this power play advantage for Farmington. Draw control by Farmington. They'll try to set it up. In the Eagan zone, they'll work the outside perimeter. Got a backdoor breaking, no lane open. Throw it back to the point. And they're working around. Good job by Mason to block off the lane. Gibson out there at the point challenging. And nice job by Nick Sherrick to take away that shot opportunity. So good job by Sherrick to anticipate that. Puck shot all the way down.
Yeah, they kept trying to break a guy in the back door, but great sticks in the lanes, nowhere to pass it to him.
And nice step up by Henry Rife. Here comes Farmington. About 10 seconds to go in the power play. Great job by the Killers so far for Eagan. Now puck control by Farmington on the zone. Now, again, great job by the Wildcats. We get a whistle, a timely whistle.
Yeah, right as the period ended.
Right as the penalty ended. And now, again, what a tussle for Eagan. I mean, again, down 2 men for a good minute. And they held him to not many chances to score.
Yeah, and even most, like we said, the shots were blocked. The ones that got through, no rebounds.
Yeah, great job there by Mason and Meekin to get some shots blocked.
Hey, Jeff, as you know, 5-on-3, that's the other thing with Manzella not giving up the rebounds. Not when you're outnumbered like that. That's a big play to not give up those rebounds. Thank you, Mr. Randall.
Puck control by Farmington. They'll dump it in low. Back to Dolney. Dolney now over to Meekin. Meekin, nice pass to Beneke, but that got picked up out of the air. Nice play by Farmington. And Dolney gives chase in the corner. He battles. And they scrum it there. Beneke goes down. Not much movement there. The puck is now loosened up. Back to the corner. There's a blow. That could have been an interference, no call. And here comes Eagan. Ethan Pearson. Pearson now over to Henry Rife. Henry Rife's got some movement. Rife, good shot. Oh! Beautiful play by Henry Rife. He set up Pearson. Pearson came in all alone and was robbed of a goal. What a play by Henry Rife, though.
Yeah, Rife got through 2 defensemen, ended up getting the pass and broke.
He set up a screen. He took the puck in deep. They all went to him. He dished it to Ethan Pearson, and my goodness, what a chance by Pearson.
Pearson walked in all alone.
Draw controlled by Eagan. Back over to Mason. Mason now will flip it in. Cullen Meyer. Meyer now looking. Meyer shot. What a shot by Meyer. Rebound. Oh, that got by.
Randall had the rebound.
Tapped in by Burgum. Burgum shot. Oh, right on net. Rebound. Another shot. Good pressure by the Wildcats. Again, 5-on-5. Very dangerous. And nice forecheck pressure by this line. Picked up. They're going to dump it in deep. They'll touch up. And here comes Eagan. William Randall now. Randall, good pressure. Great job with this line again. Nice forecheck pressure. And here comes Farmington. It's a 2-on-2. Back to Burgum. Burgum now takes his man out of the corner nicely. Puck deep in the corner. And Gibson now battles. Back to Burgum. Burgum looking. Matthew Burgum. Nice outlet pass there to William Randall. And puck goes down. There'll be a quick change here. Nice job by that Gibson line, Thomas. Really put some pressure on. Puck and out. Oh, nice shot there by Dolney. Good clean check. Again, Thomas, physicality and speed.
It's starting to pick up.
Here comes Eagan. Johnny Myers. Oh, lost the footing there. Came in there. Had the defenseman on his heels. Lost the puck at the last second. Again, Eagan really using their speed right now. Farmington, long breakout pass got picked up, but now at center ice. Here comes Eagan. Shot, rebound. Oh, dangerous double shot there. Good save by Manzella, kind of a screen. And nice reaction by Manzella. Here comes Eagan. Johnny Myers. Myers looking to buy some time for some support. Good job there for Keegan Johnson now. Johnson tied up. Back to Myers now. Rife out there. Rife looking to center. That pass gets picked off. Good job by Rife to stay with it, though. Henry Rife. Henry Rife 1-on-4 with the puck, doing well.
Doing well with it.
And puck in the corner. No one home. Beneke. That goes to the corner again. Good pressure being applied by Rife and Beneke line. Pearson's out there, and that's going to be all the way down. And an icing. So nice job by the Wildcats. Boy, 5-on-5, it's really so far telling.
It's been, yeah.
They're putting pressure on the Tigers of Farmington.
Yeah, and what you're really seeing the pressure is really from our second and third line is where it's really coming from right now, right? And Rife is just having an unbelievable first period.
Yeah, really puck to the stick, really moving his feet well. But draw control now by Eagan. Burgum now keeps it in nicely. Burgum centering pass to Beneke, back to Meekin. That shot gets blocked. He'll chip it in low. They'll touch up, stay on side. Here comes pressure being applied by Ethan Pearson. Good job. Nice job by Cullen Meyer to step up. Here comes Farmington. And the Tigers of Farmington. Farmington now. Farmington. No one home. Here comes Michael Beneke. Beneke, nice pass to Cullen Meyer. Cullen Meyer for the Wildcats. Enters his own. Beautiful to Randall. Pass. Randall! Shot. What a play by Meyer. Boy, a backhand little dip to Randall. Randall comes in. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he gave him a no-look pass behind the back, and it was really nice. Setting up Randall.
One thing, too, we're noticing, Thomas, is we're getting out of the zone nice and clean. Nice breakouts,
nice
get some
breakouts.
speed.
Yep.
Really helps the forwards when they get that puck with some momentum. Draw control by Gibson. Back to Meyer. Meyer's shot's blocked. He gets it back. Cullen Meyer. Again, backhand pass. Boy, he bit a backhand pass again to Randall, or it was Gibson, and they had a chance. And nice play there by Dolan to take the body. Good support by Randall. Another strong game by Randall. Good back check. Puck gets shot all the way down. No icing. Gibson now chasing. Here comes Farmington. Boy, they're all over Farmington right now. They're forecheckers. The forwards are really flying. Here comes Farmington trying to get out of their zone. They do so. Picked off now by the Wildcats. Here comes Johnny Myers. He gets tangled up. He'll dump it in deep. Giving chase is Max Meekin. Meekin now. He ties up his player in the corner. Nice job by Meekin to pinch in. And Farmington trying to get out of the zone. Picked off by Johnny Meyer. Now Meyer, good forecheck pressure. Meyer wicks to the corner. Johnny Meyer, tried the top shelf. And just at the last second got
tipped right at the
tipped
last
by
second.
LaCroix. Here comes Eagan. Meyer now, nice little dip to Johnson. Keegan Johnson shot. Goes in the corner. Really good pressure by the Cats. Dolney to Meekin. He'll dump it behind the net. Johnson, Sherrick, Myers really causing havoc in the Farmington zone. Shot, rebound, no one home. Dolney. That shot gets deflected. Farmington can't get out of their zone. Eagan really buzzing again. Nice sustainable pressure, and they're going to ice it.
Yeah, they really needed to get that line off. That thing was in the zone for almost 2 minutes, Jeff.
Yeah.
Sitting in there. Great pressure by the top line.
And again, things can change, but again, so far it seems like when we're 5-on-5, it's really been interesting to see how well Eagan's playing.
Yeah, and you know what? If you look at Myers, Keegan Johnson, and Sherrick, one of the top lines in the state right now, scoring-wise.
Draw control by the Cats. Back to Burgum. Burgum now will sip it all the corner. Back to Beneke. Beneke gets tied up. Nice job by Beneke to take the body. Nice forecheck pressure. And here comes Farmington. Yeah, kept in nicely by Beneke. Michael Beneke. Beneke, nice dish off the right. Rebound! Oh, beautiful!
Beneke on the give back.
Beneke and Rife, what a play.
It's a give and go, Jeff, between the two of them, right? Unselfish by both of them.
Unselfish. They drew the defender. What a play. That's a great big goal. And I tell you, Eagan was just been buzzing, and you can see it kind of building. What a play by that line.
Yeah, and the other thing, Jeff, was Beneke having the patience because he had a chance to fire it right away, but he waited the goalie, moved over a little bit into the slot, and pulled the trigger and scored. So good patience. Goal at 11:37 of the first. Aiden Byrne picking up an assist also, Jeff, on that.
So nice job by Beneke and Reif. My goodness, what a play that was. Beautiful play. And giving chase is Byrne now. Byrne gets tangled up behind the net. They battle. And they come out with the puck. Still with the puck in the corner. Looking to get that set up. Goes in the corner. And looking at behind the net, trying to center it. No one home. A little pressure now being applied by Farmington. Now goes back in the corner. Aiden Byrne now. And Bergam now giving chase. Can't get there in time. Here comes Eagan. Aiden Byrne. Byrne now dishes it off. Oh, they can't get blocked. Here comes William Randall. Randall tries to make a move that gets tied up. Here comes Farmington, the Tigers. Back to center ice. Back to Nick Sherrick's got Johnson. Keegan Johnson. Oh, he was wide open.
Jeff, what a pass by Sherrick.
Rebound, Johnny Myers. Puck sitting there.
Off the rebound, off the goalie's pad.
Beautiful play. Eagan really buzzing, taking it right now, really using their team speed.
Yeah, and that play was all created in the beginning by Sherrick in the zone, but getting everything going there. So great play by Sherrick.
You know, the patience by the forwards are very telling tonight. They're really kind of waiting for the play to develop.
They're waiting for the play to develop, and that's what Sherrick did. And then he didn't have a lane to pass it to Myers. Timeout by the Tigers.
So we're 4:14 to go in period one, and Farmington is sensing that this game's getting a little bit quicker for them. So they want to kind of take probably a very well-timed timeout. They're going to regroup. But I tell you what, Thomas, I mean, it was the start of the game. Again, we've talked about this time and time again. Boy, you get down 2 players. It's a 5-on-3.
Exactly.
They get a goal, and then they get a second goal. It's 2-0. We're down.
2-0. We're down.
And now all of a sudden we kill those penalties. We get momentum, and all of a sudden we find ourselves up 2-0.
Nothing. Yeah, and that's been kind of the thing. We've been kind of getting those early penalties. So it's been a little bit of a pattern. So hopefully we'll clean that up as the season goes.
Well, it's again very early in this game, but again, if we use our speed and size, Farmington's having a hard time keeping up with us.
And I think, Jeff, we're so deep with seniors and juniors that 5-on-5 through all 3 lines or 4 lines that we throw out there, it's really tough to play us 5-on-5.
It is, and that's just more of a testament to stay out of the box.
Yep.
And then we're not even talking about the power play yet.
Yeah,
so now if we get the chance where we get a power play, now we got the opportunity there to get the power play unit going. So again, nice start to the game so far. Again, 2-0, Eagan's up over Farmington at the Schmitz-Mackey Arena.
I kind of missed the band.
You know what? We've been talking about the band for a month and a half, and again, it was a 100 or 150 member band. They're not here tonight.
They're not here tonight. We don't know what happened.
They must not have gas money. I don't know what's going on. Draw control by Eagan. Here they come. Montier got picked up. Back to Keegan Johnson. Johnson now back going down low. Back with Sherrick. Puck is out of into the crowd over the glass.
Sylvan Air for a fan.
Johnson with the draw, won by Johnson. Back to Sherrick, now to Dolney. Dolney over to Mason. Mason, that shot's blocked. And Farmington tries to get out of the zone. Nice job by Mason to hold the blue line. Puck shot down deep in the corner again. Pressure being applied by the Wildcats deep in Farmington zone. Johnny Myers with the puck, yes. Back to Jack Mason. Mason now to Dolney. Nice play to Sherrick. And that puck gets shot blocked. Centering pass, no one home. Keegan Johnson giving chase. Back to the point, and that puck is deflected by Mason. Finally at center ice. And Dolney will chip it out into center ice. Picked up now by the Cats again. Big check there by Dolney. He recovers nicely. And Farmington now with the puck. Center ice, they'll chip it in now low. Giving chase is Eli Dolney. Dolney now with it. He'll ring the boards and out of play. With 3:12 to go in period one, all Eagan so far. They don't do the shots at the scoreboard, so I would gather to say that shots are fairly heavily in favor of Eagan.
Yeah, we don't have the shots because the scoreboard is not up there, Jeff. But
so Beneke now with that's going to be a whistle. They
false face-off.
False start. Little encroachment by the Tiger of Farmington. So they'll do a redo. They call it in the business.
And they're throwing.
They threw Beneke out, so Reif now going the dot. Rife now with the puck. Chipped out, kept in there by Farmington. Here comes Michael Beneke. Beneke, he'll chip it in nicely. He'll dump it in now low. They'll go give chase. Beneke now with it. Back to Henry Rife. Nice job by Rife to anticipate that. Little saucer pass. Tried to get out of the zone. Could not do so. And here comes Farmington. Farmington with the puck. Go into the zone. Farmington now looking in the corner behind the net with some time. Beneke now ties his player up nicely. Back over to Max. Make out a shot. Oh, what a save. Boy, that was a play behind the net. Got picked off.
And a penalty coming on Farmington for hooking. Jeff, so that was their best chance, Jeff, of the game so far. Pass from behind the net, right out front, and Derek shot from about 10 feet out and made the save.
You know, and what happened there was that the D got controlled. The other D went back to get the pass behind the net. That got picked off, and that left someone wide open
in front of the net.
So again, it was a
chance. But then they picked up a hooking penalty behind the play.
So it was one of those things where it could have been a disaster. It works out in our favor.
Power play.
So we got the power play now. Randall, boy, the blocker. That was goalie. You had LaCroix going.
It's in the net. Score.
Johnny Myers.
Jeff, he made the original save. I think he even made a second save, and then the third one, Myers put
Randall shot it. It caught the edge of the blocker by LaCroix. Sat there. Myers 2 hacks at it. It's in. So again, it's a game of inches. Again,
know, right?
Farmington has a golden chance. Good save.
Down the other end. 2:21 to go in the period. 3-0 Wildcats.
There comes Farmington now. They get it in the zone. Nice back check by Myers. Beautiful back check by Johnny Myers. Puck control now again by Myers. Having a great game so far. Back to Byrne. He'll feather it up. That gets deflected but goes in low.
Great play by Sherrick to get it in the zone, Jeff.
And puck in the corner now. Eagan. Nice check by Sherrick. Good no call. Nice clean check. Here comes Farmington. The Tigers. Place bone, and here comes Byrne now. Byrne, nice pass over to Johnny Myers. Puck in the zone. But Eagan Johnson over to Cullen Meyer.
Oh, it's scored!
Cullen Meyer.
Cullen Meyer, wow. What a play by Keegan Johnson, though, on the pass, Jeff. Again, another great assist. And again, the patience. They're waiting it out to make the proper pass, and what a goal. Goalie got his glove on it, but it was too hard of a shot, and it rolled off his glove into the back of the net.
So nice job by the forwards again, but Egan's really buzzing. Boy, 5-on-5, Thomas, is dangerous for Egan. Yeah. And they get that power play clicking. That's a good recipe. So nice job there by Johnson, that power play unit. Meyer. Here comes Egan again. And nice job by Meyer. That big reach by Cullen Meyer. And Doley now gives chase. He'll hammer it down low. And back to the point now by Meek, and he gets tangled up out of the zone. And nice job there by Randall to keep that puck low. Here comes Farmington finally. They get the puck. They'll dump it in. Back to Cullen Meyer. Now Meyer gets his feet taken out from under him. They'll do some pressure now applied by the Tigers. Puck in the slot. Nice job there by Meyer. Now over to Randall. Rebound. No one home. And here comes Farmington. Farmington with the puck. Farmington now drop it off. Here comes Henry Rife. Henry Rife. He'll chip it down low. And just under a minute to go in the game, Ethan Pearson. Pearson looking. Yeah, deflected at the last minute. Here comes Farmington. Offside by about 25 feet.
Just a little bit
outside. Just a little outside.
13 seconds to go, Jeff, in the first. Face off just outside the Eagan zone.
Puck controlled by Eagan. Giving chase is Nick Sherrick. He'll chip it in low. Here comes Farmington now. All the way down. Burgum now with it. He'll flip it. And that's it.
So, Jeff, end of the first, 4-0, Jeff. Again, I don't know if we expected 4-0 at the end of one, Jeff.
Yeah, and we didn't. Honestly, I mean, you think that if you look on paper, you look at the leadership on this team, you're thinking, well, we should be able to take care of business. But again, as we know over the years, that doesn't mean anything. I mean,
No.
you got to show up, you got to play. Every team in this conference is dangerous. They're tough, and you go into their building on a Saturday night prime time, you don't know what you're going to expect.
Yeah, and Jeff, you look at 4-0, but we were down 2 men. Like you said, we could have been down 2-0.
Right.
Right. They had a great opportunity. Could have been 3. It's just amazing how the little subtleties. It's 4-0, but could have been 2-2.
Well, and one thing that we're seeing now from the first 5 games is that, boy, when we score quickly. And all of a sudden it could be a 0-0 game, and in the blink of an eye, we're up 3-0.
Yeah.
And you get that goal, and it starts to get that momentum very quickly.
5-on-5, we're going to be very tough all year and be able to score in bunches. But we've also seen, too, in a couple of games where we lost, we didn't get those opportunities buried in the back of the net.
Right.
Right.
And those games we lost, we had a lot of that game we were killing penalties.
Yeah.
We had some special team plays.
We didn't really get a lot of 5-on. I mean, the whole third period of the Cloquet game was almost as all special teams.
Right. Right.
So,
So here at the lovely Schmitz-Mackey Arena in Farmington, at the end of one, your Eagan Wildcats 4, Farmington 0. We'll be back to the start of the second period coming to you shortly. And good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Eagan Wildcat Hockey. Welcome back to the Schmitz-Mackey Arena live here in Farmington, where your Eagan Wildcats are up 4-0 over the host team, the Farmington Tigers. And what an offensive performance by the Wildcats. Really 5-on-5, just dominating. And again, early in the game, Eagan got kind of tied up in some penalty problems. They were down 2-man. And they held tight and played well and came up 2-0 after that, killing the penalties.
Yeah, Jeff, the beginning of the period before the penalties happened, we had a lot of zone time and we were buzzing. But then the setback of the penalties, down 2 men, took a few minutes, a little while, but then we really started picking up at the end of that period.
Yeah, it was quite evident in that first period. Boy, 5-on-5. Eagan uses their speed and size. Farmington was having a hard time keeping up. So, again, I think the trick's going to be 4-0, again, all Eagan, but don't take your foot off the gas. I mean, keep playing your game. If you're Eagan, you got to use your speed, use your size.
Jeff, we were just talking about a game last year where we thought we had it wrapped up, and all of a sudden it's an overtime and a loss, right?
Yeah, so there's no guarantees here. It's far from over. If you're Farmington, you've got to kind of buckle up. You need the next goal. You've got to set the tone. You got to maybe be more physical, do a little more clutch and grab. Slow Eagan down.
Yeah, they need to slow it down.
You got to get a junker. You got to get some kind of a goal. You get a goal now, Thomas. It's 4-1. It's anyone's game.
Yep.
Now you buckle up. So again, we got here at the lovely Schmitz-Mackey. We got a couple shout-outs. We got a shout-out to Brandon Willery. Brandon, we thank you for watching. I think he's a student over at Purdue, home of the Boilermakers, and they just wrapped up finals, I believe.
Finals. You got the Manzella brothers watching.
The Manzella brothers.
They're heading into finals next week.
All right. And we've also a big shout out to our friends in Wisconsin on Lake Okauchee. We've got the Loyola University women's hockey team in lovely Chicago, probably tuning in. Go Ramblers.
Usually Luke Shammel's out there in Wisconsin.
Luke
also.
Shammel, big shout out to Luke Shammel. So a lot of our viewers throughout the country and the World Wide Web, we appreciate you
on the Ocho.
At the Ocho, at the lovely Schmitz-Mackey Arena. Again, scheduled for Eagan now coming up after tonight. They will take on the Lakeville North Panthers on Tuesday.
And that's at Lakeville, correct?
At Lakeville.
A very, very tough place to play.
And then I think they'll have a little bit of a break prior to the South St. Paul tournament.
And Lakeville North and South are both ranked, Jeff, in the top 20, and we're going to get both of them in the next little while.
And here come both teams as they enter the ice. And we'll soon be starting the second period here at Schmitz-Mackey Arena.
And I don't know if you saw, Jeff, Rosemont lost the other night for their first loss of the season.
And they lost to Prior Lake.
Lost to Prior Lake.
Which is interesting as Eagan took care of Prior Lake. So again, it's early in the year. We just recommend all the hockey fans out there, relax. It's going to be okay. You take it game by game. If you want to analyze the wins and losses, you will need more medication. It's going to change night to night.
Yeah, and Jeff, as we know, everybody pretty much makes the playoffs. But the seeding is so important to make sure that you don't have to play that extra game.
And a team right now that's hot, they could find themselves in a play-in game. Who knows?
Absolutely.
I mean, you just have to take it game by game. But I would venture to say, Thomas, that the South Suburban Conference is one of the tougher conferences in all of hockey.
Absolutely. There's
in the state
usually
of Minnesota.
one or two teams in the state tournament every year that come out of the conference.
So again, big test here for Farmington to come out hot to the start of the second period. Last thing they want to see is Eagan get another goal and make it 5-0. So the Wildcats will come out with a Gibson line with Mason and Dolney. And we're soon ready to start the second period. Face-off controlled by Eagan. They'll dump it in deep, giving chases William Randall. Behind the net now, nice job by Cullen Meyer. Oh, Meyer
Boy, Myers,
Just
he's been really tricky tonight, hasn't he? Backhanders.
He's been tricky.
Behind the back.
He uses his body well, but then he kind of did a shot on net, get those pucks to the net.
Like a spinorama. I don't think the goalie really was
that,
expecting him to do that.
LaCroix kind of had that on the short side, and that was a sneaky one, as you identified. That could have gone in quite easily. Draw controlled by Gibson. That goes behind the net. Now giving chase is William Randall. Randall now. Nice cycle of pressure over. Back to Mason. He steps up nice. Keeps the puck down low. Gibson now shoots behind the net. They give chase. Here comes the Tigers. Farmington, they've got some room. They'll chip it out.
Big hit there by Randall.
Nice job by Randall. Again, nice forecheck pressure. Good speed being applied by the Wildcats. Giving Farmington all kinds of trouble in their own zone. Here they come finally out of their zone. Centering pass goes all the way down. They're going to be an icing. So a great shift here, Thomas, for Eagan to start the second period.
Yeah, Jeff, of course we wanted to come out fast because obviously in between periods, Farmington was probably talking about trying to slow us down a little bit.
There probably was some motivational speaking by the coaching staff of Farmington to say, okay, let's pick it up. Now Eagan comes out with their top line with Myers, Johnson, and Sherrick. Draw control by Myers now. Good job by Johnny Myers. He'll set it up. Myers looking, cycles it back to Nick Sherrick. Nick Sherrick, centering pass, rebound. That got to the corner. Back to Bergam. Bergam will send it down low. Over to Keegan Johnson. Looking now. Here comes Farmington. They'll try to get it out of the zone. Nice job. Forecheck pressure by the Cats. Tipped in by Myers. Johnny Myers. Good movement. Myers all alone. Short side. Boy, what a job of this line. Just really buzzing. And they can't get out of the zone. Still Sherrick. And here comes, picked off by Meekin. He loses it. And here comes Johnny Myers again. Myers will chop it off to Johnson. And they'll cycle up, try to get a line change. All the way out of the zone. Giving chase is Matthew Bergam. Bergam now with it. Bergam. He'll chip it out. Back to Pearson. Pearson gets it out. Can't get it out of the zone. Back to Matthew Bergam. Bergam to Meekin. That gets picked off. Back to Beneke. He's got some time. Beneke gets picked off. Meekin now. Meekin. No, center right. That was in the corner. A little pressure in here. Comes Eagan. Henry Reif. Reif now. Reif wants to get in the zone. Off. Oh, it stays on side. Reif now with the puck.
Oh, we're getting a penalty, Jeff. Interference. Or hooking or tripping or
interference.
Unfortunate because they were kind of tied up together, but.
Yep. So again, this will be a 2-minute interference. Nothing intentional, no checking from behind. So Pearson goes in the box to the Wildcats again at 14:35 to go in period 2. And one thing we mentioned, Thomas, too, probably the one way for Farmington to get back in this game will be special teams.
Yeah. Again,
and
try
to get some goals on that power play.
And unfortunately, the guy's still down. I think he hit his head, Jeff, but it wasn't a hit from behind.
No.
They got their sticks tangled up. And
yeah, nothing intentional there, nothing to check from behind. They got, like you said, tangled up. So, again, never good to have anyone get injured, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. I think they're checking for, could be a shoulder or not sure what they're. Could be a neck, looking for a neck or some type of
always unfortunate, Jeff, to have that happen.
Upper body injury, yeah. So
he is moving his hands and feet. And
no, yeah, there's nothing as far as any type of
obviously taking
injury
their time.
concern right there. They want to play it safe. Hearing some rumbling from the Farmington faithful, but again, both players got tied up. It was an unfortunate thing, nothing intentional. It was a players go down, and the angle of what he hit the boards, it was a tough angle.
Yeah, I know people get worked up because they're thinking, well, he's hurt, so it should be a bigger penalty. But reality was it was an unfortunate way that he went down.
So again, still checking out the Farmington player. Not sure who it is or the number. We can't get a good look of who's, the number of the player behind the net. So again, still checking the player out. You want to be better safe than sorry, so they're going to take every precaution they can think of, make sure that things are checking out. But again, as Thomas indicated, we have seen movement of all extremities, so that's a good sign. So a little bit of a delay break in the action. Again, 14:35 to go in period 2. Still 4-0 Eagan. And Farmington will go on the power play. I believe this will be their third or fourth power play of the game already. So
It looks like, Jeff, this might be worse than we think, but he is moving. But
well, we see movement, but there's some discussion there. So I think they're trying to,
whether or not they're calling an ambulance, maybe, Jeff, or something.
Or trying to keep the.
They're not moving him, which is good, but he is moving.
But he was moving his hands and his feet, and when he went down, and so they're trying to. So always never good to see an injury, and always the tough part about contact sports that you just never know as far as you get a bad angle, you catch an edge, and that hopefully again it's nothing serious.
Yeah, and Jeff, we can't see who it is because we can't see his number. But I don't think they're going to try to get him up. I think they've either called for help or they're not going to make an effort to try to get him to get up.
Yeah, the trainer's behind the net, and it didn't appear to be too serious originally, but it sounds. I think you're right. I think now they want to be probably more safe than sorry, so they're trying to.
And again, he just moved his arms and legs.
Keep
again,
him stable.
So
Yeah,
I just think she doesn't want to move him right now.
Looks like they're getting another
medical bag. They just drove the Zamboni out of the back, which tells me that they're going to try to bring an ambulance in, Jeff.
So, real unfortunate set of events here. Again, the good news is, folks, is that we've seen movement in the extremities.
And again, Jeff, it was kind of an innocent kind of play. They kind of got tangled up together.
They get tangled up, and if you hit that ice, you hit the boards at an angle, you never know. But again, it looks like there for sure is movement, and they want to just play it safe, so they don't want to take any chances. So again, it's really going to be a and now to your point, Thomas, they did move the Zamboni, so they're going to get
they're bringing some kind of help in because they're
maybe
the
do
doors
a
up.
stretcher, or they'll do something just again to play it safe. Again, when you're playing the game of hockey or any type of a contact sport, unfortunately, this is a potential consequence of taking a hit or a bad angle or catching an edge. So I think we're fairly confident it's nothing too serious. They're just playing it extra safe.
Yeah, I know after he went down, he did roll over and actually tried to get up at one point and then just kind of sat back down, and they've kept him there now, not moving.
So we are
We're going to have a pretty good delay here.
Our best wishes go out to the player, and I'm sure his parents are knots in their stomach and on edge. I'm sure I think they've been down there talking to their son, so they've been, I'm sure, reassured that things are okay. But never a good sight out there when you have this kind of a delay.
Actually, Jeff, I don't know. In all the years of doing this, I don't think I've ever seen someone getting taken off in an ambulance. I know it's happened, but I don't think we've had this.
Well, and again, to your point, when the check happened, he hit the boards, he rolled over, and
you would have never thought when you saw what happened that it would have been that serious, right?
We've seen
worse.
Seen hits out there that, oh my goodness, pick up his arm on the right side of the rink, hit his leg on the left side of the rink, and we've seen collisions that, how do you get up from that?
Yeah.
So
that's what's weird about it. It didn't look like it was that bad at first.
So the trainer's been down there, so she seems to be really trying to stabilize.
She's just stabilized him so he doesn't move.
Right.
But he's been moving his arms, as you've seen. They've been up and down. And I think what we're waiting for is an ambulance right now. What, about a minute 30 into the period, Jeff, right before?
And again, the obviously the number one concern is the health of the player and his recovery. Then when he gets the attention and he gets addressed, then the challenge to the players is just a long break, like you said. So now
and then seeing your teammate getting taken off on a stretcher.
So you wonder how this will have the effect on the game, but really puts a.
As you know, Jeff, a lot of these kids are friends, right? Even though they compete during the game, a lot of them work out, train in the summer together. So it's always tough when they have to see this.
Yeah, you're right. They've been playing together forever. So again, it's tough to see, but players in good hands, and they'll get in the proper medical attention. So still have a delay here that we're waiting for the ambulance to come and provide assistance for the player. Again, if you're just joining us or you stepped out for a moment, looked like a fairly innocent collision behind the net with Ethan Pearson and the Farmington player. They kind of got tied up, and the Farmington player kind of hit the boards awkwardly. It wasn't a vicious hit, wasn't a hit from behind, just a fairly innocent collision we see on a daily basis when you're playing the game of hockey, and all of a sudden may have hit the boards funny or something, and now I think they're trying to play it extra safe, and they want to be cautious. And
it looks like, Jeff, his mom's on the ice, it looks like.
Yeah, she's been down there for a while, and she came down. And so, again, your heart goes out to the parents. I mean, you're you've got a son or daughter playing the game that they love to play, and it's just a game, but all of a sudden, the blink of an eye, it can take a different turn.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a step back. We're going to
Yeah, we're waiting for an
we're
ambulance
we're
to
gonna
come.
we're gonna stop the audio. So don't adjust your volume. We'll take a
We're going to take a break.
take a break
wait
here
for the
quick.
ambulance to
We'll
get
keep
here.
the feed up and running, but we'll take
We'll
a
be
break
back
from
with
the
ya.
audio. And we'll be back shortly after we know more and the ambulance gets here. So again, at the Schmitz-Mackey Arena, still 4-0 Eagan, and we'll be back shortly. Yep. And we're back here, folks, to the Schmitz-Mackey Arena here in Farmington. A real unfortunate event. We had an injury on one of the Farmington players. Looked like kind of a harmful collision or just cut an edge and hit that board awkwardly, and then they were concerned about some neck, we assume, or some type of injury to the back. So they erred on the side of caution, and they took their time, and now they just removed the player on a stretcher, backboard, and now we're back to play. So we wish nothing but the best for a speedy recovery for the Farmington player, and best wishes to the family. Always a very difficult time when you're playing this high-contact sport. It's so fast, and they're so good and so big. So now it'll be a challenge here. Besides the huge delay, is to have both teams regroup and get back to the game of hockey. But it's a real reminder, Thomas, that this is just a game. And you never take it lightly or for granted that at the blink of an eye, something can happen.
You got kids that are, 6 feet tall going at each other on skates and going hard. And again, what seemed like an innocent kind of collision turned into something.
And again, we saw movement, the extremities of the player. That's all good. But now we'll go back at it. Now,
and we are shorthanded.
We're shorthanded, so we start off a penalty on Pearson. Again, a 2-minute penalty. So we'll start out with Johnson, Sherrick, Dolney, and Mason for the Wildcats. Draw controlled by Eagan. They'll chip it out, goes in the corner. Controlled by nobody. There's kind of a scrum all back. Farmington tries to get out of the zone. They do. It's in the zone, deeply. In the corner, deep corner by Farmington now. They'll try to work it to the front. They'll work the corner now on the deep end of Eagan. They'll work the perimeter. Back to the blue line. No lanes. Look for a shot. Save, rebound. Sat there. Nice job by the defenders to clear. Nice job by Keegan Johnson.
Yeah, tough on the goalies too, Jeff. Right, they've been sitting for half an hour.
Sitting for a long time. Right? It's tough for both sides, and there'll be a nice icing there by Farmington that'll give the penalty killers a little bit of a chance to regroup.
And Jeff, we still have 13 minutes to go in the period. So again, we had about a half an hour delay there. But
so the icing on Farmington, the draw will be down deep into the Farmington zone. We'll come back with Myers, Gibson, Burgum, and Meekin for the penalty killers. Draw controlled by Farmington. They'll want to set up in their own zone now. They'll try to get the breakout. They're on the power play. Here they come. And they'll dump it in. That's going to be an icing.
They waved it off. Jeff. Waved it off.
Back over Burgum to Meek. A nice play. And Max will shoot all the way down. It was a potential break here. Rebound! It had Sherritt breaking. And boy, it was a nice breakout to kind of Burgum to Meek, and saw Johnny Myers breaking, had Gibson in front of the net. What a chance there by the Wildcats on a potential shorthanded goal.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go all the way down, and one of their defensemen tipped it to Myers, and then he took it in on a 2-on-1. And we talked about, Jeff, how dangerous we are shorthanded.
So here comes Farmington. They get the puck deep in the zone now. Helping out is Mason. And they keep it to the point. They keep it in. And nice job by Myers to keep that out, but kept in by Farmington. Shot block. Again, beautiful block. Another penalty. Here we go. Another penalty.
Tip right in front, Jeff. That was Byrne that got the block, right?
Byrne in the corner. Got through in the corner. He might have got the deflection. And Farmington now has another man advantage on the delayed penalty. I don't know who the penalty is on. Could have been Mason. But again, Farmington now coming in. Rebound!
It's loose.
Boy, that was another loose puck. But my goodness, Thomas, we have got another penalty.
And it's going to be shorthanded 5-on-3.
5-on-3 for 2 seconds. But that kind of went in our favor because that was a delayed penalty that kind of took the time off. That's going to go to Johnny Myers, it looks like.
I don't really know what. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
But I didn't see it.
So, again, a real key draw here for Eagan. We've got Sherrick, Dolney, and Burgum.
Yeah, because it's going to take a few seconds to get them back into the zone. To get
draw
Pearson
control
out.
by Farmington. They get the draw. And puck out of the zone. That's a real nice bounce break here for Eagan. And here comes Farmington. Step up Burgum. Burgum, nice job to step that up. Here comes Rife. And he'll shoot it down low.
Jeff, great play by Burgum there. stepping up and breaking that up before they could enter the zone.
And here comes Farmington. They're trying to get that. Nice job there by Reif again to step up. A good job by the Killers here by Eagan. And they'll try to set it over. Here comes Farmington. Burgum takes his player out of the corner. Nice job by Sherrick. Step up. And here comes Eagan. Eli Dolney. Dolney now. Eli Dolney.
Smart play by Dolney, Jeff. He kind of took his time and dumped it in at the last.
So again, lots of practice on the penalty kill for the Wildcats so far this game. My goodness. And it's on a 5-on-3. It's not just been the one man, it's been the two man. Here comes Farmington. They gets by now Reif. They got some numbers. Centering, that was a dangerous play. Just went by everybody, got to the corner. And Farmington wants to set up just under a minute to go in their power play. And we've got Dolney and Hoopmaker, Reif and Mason. And Farmington is trying to get that set up, can't do so. To the point, they'll now work the high slot. They've got some, they had a great scoring chance, but they gave it up. Rebound, nice job by Manzella to cover up.
Jeff, they were trying to get it back door. Derek did a really good job of blocking the pass through the crease, so it didn't get to the player, which who would have had an empty net to poke it in. So good play by Manzella.
Yeah, it's just sitting there again. Nice job of the defense to box out.
26 seconds to go. And again, Jeff, you're just playing with fire here.
You just can't be in the box for this many times without getting that score. So again, Farmington still now in that power play. Just about 20 seconds to go in the power play. Nice job by the Eagan Killers so far again. Aiden Byrne now gets it over to Sherrick. Here comes Eagan. Short-handed. Nick Sherrick now back over to Max Meekin. Shot, harmless shot, side of the net. Both in the corner now controlled by, nice job by Sherrick to find Byrne way up backside. Over to Meekin. Here comes Johnny Myers out of the box. Nice feather pass out to Meekin. He had that corner. What a save. Good save by LaCroix.
Great save by LaCroix.
Meekin had that far side.
Picked out. Great glove save. And Meekin's been hot, too, with that stick.
Well, he's a nice offensive defenseman. He'll take that puck up, get that shot on net. Puck controlled by Farmington. And braced by Burgum. Nice support there by Pearson. Back to Dolney. Dolney now can't get rid of it. In the corner. Back to the point. Farmington now, nice little puck movement there. They'll work the corner, work the side. And they try to help out. And this Beneke now kicking it now to the Farmington player. He'll chip it. Here comes Beneke to Dolney. Dolney now takes his player out. Now there's going to be another.
There's going to be penalties here, Jeff. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think he's going to take both of them, I hope. They were both trading blows in the corner there. Looks like we're going to be.
So that'll be a 5-on-5 offsetting penalties.
Players trading holiday cheer in the corner there.
Holiday gift ideas for those stocking stuffers.
Yeah, they were trying to stuff a stocking, all right.
Draw control by Farmington. They'll jump in low. Back now to Mason. He'll chip it out. It gets tied up. Here comes Farmington. Farmington now. They had a nice little centering pass that no one's home. And behind the net, Eagan now. Nice job to William Randall. Good play by Byrne to get that up to Randall. There'll be no icing. They'll wave that off. Puck behind the net. Pressure being applied by Randall. Good forecheck pressure. Here comes Farmington. And it's back to Mason. He'll try to play him out. Nice drop pass, but no one's home. Puck kept in the zone by Farmington. Over across size, rebound in the front. Whoa, that was a dangerous play there. Good block and good recovery by Manzella. Here comes Eagan. shot high.
The goalie took a shot at Meakin.
And puck goes to Keegan Johnson. He's got some room. Keegan Johnson. That shot's blocked. Kept in the zone nicely. Rebound. Oh, by Johnny Myers. Had a chance. That's going to go all the way down.
So Jeff, what a play by Sherrick again to keep that play going. Chipped it to Myers, who had a great chance.
Looks like we got Ben Willery on the ice here for the first shift of the game for the Wildcats.
And Jeff, you see Sherrick do that so often. He's so creative, waits, and can just figure out how to get the pass through somebody, right?
Keegan Johnson. Johnny Myers, that shot got blocked. Back to Johnson. Boy, Sherrick's down on the ice. He got hammered hard. Here comes Farmington, kept in nicely. All back over to Byrne. Byrne now he'll chop it in. They'll touch up, stay onside. They'll keep the zone. Kept in. Here comes Farmington with the puck. Nice job there by Byrne. Puck in the corner, kept on by Johnny Myers. Here comes Johnny Myers. Myers has got some time. That puck goes to center ice, back to Keegan Johnson. Johnson now to Sherrick, looking. Nick Sherrick, center behind the net, no one home. Goes in the far corner. Nice play by Myers again to Keegan Johnson. Johnson now, this line buzzing. That goes to the corner, back over to Meakin. Shot. Scored!
I think Myers got it tipped. I don't know if he'll get credit. It got tipped by something in front, whether it was them or
so
us.
Max Meakin, that kind of a harmless shot on net, gets by everybody. And I think Myers maybe got a little deflection.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. They'll tell us here, but it got deflected by something in front. In fact, the goalie was even complaining that it was about something that happened with it. But
so Max Meakin will get the goal. That was looked like it may have been deflected, but they'll give that to Max Meakin. So good job by Max to get that puck on net. Low shot, harmless shot. Here comes Eagan. Puck in the corner. Pearson now with it, looking. They kept in the zone nicely by Ethan Pearson. Nice little drop to Beneke. Beneke, tried to get it to Pearson. Rebound.
it's still in front. It's behind the goalie, but not in the net, Jeff.
Boy, what a play by Pearson and Beneke again. Some nice patience, some give and go.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that tonight, haven't we, Jeff, between them? The give and go, they've been really working that really well.
Yeah, all three lines have been extremely patient with the puck. They're not panicking. They're kind of waiting for that play to develop. And another good scoring chance for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think that's the key, Jeff. It's been patient, right? They've just waited for the right moment to make the pass instead of doing it too quick.
Draw control by Eagan, back now. Beneke to Rife. They tangle up. Lots of scrum in the corner. They come out with the puck.
Ooh,
nice pressure
hit.
there being applied by Pearson. Again, this line's had a really nice game. Back to Dolney. Dolney shot goes wide. And Farmington wants to get out of the zone, and here they do. Nice pinch up there by Willery. Well, that gets settled. Nice little pinch here by Dolney. And that goes in. And there'll be a face-off in the zone to the left of Derek Manzella. With 6:31 to go in the second period.
Starting to pick up a little bit after the long break.
Long delay, and Farmington seemed to kind of found their legs a little bit. They're skating a little bit better, and they've had some chances.
Yep.
Draw control by Farmington. Now they got the shot. Shot's blocked. And there's going to be no penalty there. Back to Byrne. And here comes Eagan. Oh, he can't get out of the zone. And picked off again. Here comes Eagan. William Randall now. Randall with the puck. He'll get around, try to get around the D. He gets tied up, no call. And Farmington now with a nice job there by the forecheck pressure with this line again. And here comes Farmington. Kept by William Randall. Randall now, he'll chip it high. Goes all the way down. Back to Burgum. Burgum now. They want to stay on side. And that's out of the zone. And they're going to try to touch up. Here comes Farmington. They got some numbers. Behind the net. Back to it as here comes Matthew Burgum. Can't take it out of the zone. Shot goes wide. Here comes Johnny Myers. Johnny Myers got some time. Johnny Myers all alone. He scores.
Jeff, that was all because of that shot. Went wide, rung the boards, and came right out.
And
to
that
Myers,
was another example of just kind of a.
They had a 2-on-1.
It was a clearing attempt. Got by both. I think Burgum and I think it was. I don't know if it was Myers or maybe whoever, but it got through. They shot wide, and that went all the way to Myers. And that was a. That turned out very fortunate for the Wildcats. Let's just put it that way.
It was going to be a 2-on-1 by.
But 2-on-1, and they shot wide.
Shot it wide,
right?
and that turned into a breakaway the other way. And it is unassisted.
So Johnny Meyer, yeah, it was actually a Farmington player.
Got the assist.
There could be no call there. Boy, again, they're really kind of holding those whistles off of Eagan. I mean, I tell you, they've had chances, and not a lot of penalties being called on Farmington. And Johnny Myers having a real nice game tonight.
Yeah, well, that.
And Johnson, Sherrick, tried the 5-hole there again.
It went in.
Oh, he did. He scores.
He went 5-hole, Jeff. It went up the goalie's stick, went over his arm, and into the back of the net. So we're getting the bounces tonight, that's for sure.
And it's not by unearned. I mean, it's been by lots of work. But you're right. They're getting the bounce. I mean, you get that 2-on-1 Farmington has. He shoots it wide, goes right to Johnny's stick. He scores.
And he's got a breakaway.
And a breakaway. So you go figure.
And Jeff, that line is so dangerous. They're piling up points, right? So.
So Johnson, Sherrick, Myers really buzzing tonight. Not sure how many they've accounted, I believe, for maybe 5 of the goals, or at least 4 or 5 of the goals.
4 or 5 of the goals.
Now Farmington now buzzing, trying to get something in an Eagan zone. Shot deflected. Oh, what a save by Manzella. Again, a tricky save, deflected right on net. And again, Derek's not had much action down there tonight, for the second period anyways, and he stood tall there.
Yeah, Gruber was in front of the net for Farmington. Got a nice tip, lifted it up, and Derek ended up grabbing it in his chest. Yeah, Jeff, we don't know the shots because they're not posting them, so we don't really know.
Beneke gets kicked out of the circle right away. Now Farmington with the puck. They'll try to set up in the Eagan zone. Picked up there they can't clear the zone by Beneke, and then here's some help. Center ice now. Goes back in the zone. Willery now tries to center it, does so to Reif. Now it goes shot in deep. And puck behind Farmington's net. They tried a centering pass, got deflected now. Here's going to be a penalty finally on Farmington. It could be interference. Randall will be a delayed penalty on Farmington. Randall now back to Dolney. That shot gets blocked. Still controlled by Eagan. Puck loose, and then finally a whistle, a delayed penalty on Farmington. I think it'll be for interference. Again, at 3:24 to go in period 2, all Eagan. And now the Wildcats will go on the power play.
And this is our second power play. I believe we scored on the first one, right, Jeff?
Correct.
We're 1 for 1 tonight. And again, Jeff, this whole period kind of changed with that. Farmington was putting some pressure on that one shot that rang around and Johnny scores, and it just changes all the momentum, right?
Puck controlled by Eagan. Dolney over to Meyer. Boy, shot in the middle, sitting there. And can't keep the zone. Back over to Cullen Meyer. Here comes Meyer. Cullen Meyer. Shot goes over, and it's out of the zone.
He just missed the corner on that, Jeff.
And here comes Dolney, Eli Dolney. Back over to Cullen Meyer. You want to set up the zone. Cullen Meyer now looking. Cullen Meyer Over the net. Boy, that was a dangerous play. Kept in nicely by Cullen Meyer. They'll set it up now to Mason. Mason now looking. Trying to help. Puck in the corner now. They'll flip it out. They get rid of it. And here comes Eli Dolney with it behind the net. Here we go. Eli Dolney will set it up. Eli Dolney. Over to Cullen Meyer. And then they'll change up there. Got it tied behind the net there.
Offsides on Johnny was just a step ahead. 25 seconds to go in the power play. 1:49 in the period, Jeff.
So again, due to the lengthy delay to the injured Farmington player, it's been a long second period. Again, our best wishes go out to the Farmington player and his family, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. And when we get an update on that, we'll be sure to share that with the audience. So still on the power play with about 10 seconds to go. That'll be an offside by about 25 feet. So again, with 1:35 to go, still on the power play, Eagan up 7-0. Face-off will be at center ice. Draw controlled by Eagan. Here comes William Randall. Randall got a stick check there, so that gets tied up, but they'll shoot it in deep anyways in the Farmington zone. Both teams now full strength. Eagan applying pressure. Hoopmaker now out there for Eagan. Hoopmaker cycling. Loses the puck. Here comes Farmington. Nice play there by Randall again. He's having a really nice game. Here comes Farmington. They got numbers. Drop it off. Shot. Oh, that was a short side there, or far side. They got wide. Nice screen there by Farmington. Here comes Byrne. Byrne now dishes it over. Oh, nice block by the Farmington defenseman. Had Gibson breaking all alone. Puck in the corner now. Oh, the shot from behind, no call. And here comes Farmington. Farmington now back to Meekin. He gets tied up. Puck's at center ice.
Oh, Jeff,
there's a break. There's a play there. He kind of took Meekin's stick.
That was
that is an unbelievable call. They got two guys tied up, and then the guy takes Meekin's stick and throws it away. Then the guy gets a breakaway.
Yeah, that's
so good job by Manzello to kind of help out with that and cover up.
But yeah, Jeff, that was a missed call. He grabbed his stick and threw it. You could see Taylor's complaining about it. It was so clear what happened there, right? Throws his stick and the guy gets a breakaway.
I mean, it's right in front of the ref. I mean, what do you do? But controlled by Farmington. Shot. Nice block there by Pearson. And here comes Beneke chasing. Nice job by Beneke for a pressure. Centering pass gets blocked. And nice play by Reif to take the body out. Here comes Farmington. Farmington now. They'll chip it. Nice little headshot there to Mason. Yeah, they don't call it. So they better kind of be careful. This game could get chippy real quick.
Yeah, Jeff, that's two cheap plays right there going into the third, so hopefully it'll calm down, but that's the danger of a 7-0 game.
Well, it's a 7-0 game, but then the danger, like you said, is that you don't start calling that, they're going to push the envelope.
It's going to escalate. So
So they're doing shots on net.
Shots were 26 for Eagan. I didn't hear the other side of it, but that sounds really low.
That seems real low. I mean, they've been dominating. I mean, I think that would have been, I guess, for the first period.
Close to 30-something plus, right?
So after 2 periods of play here at the Schmitz-Mackey Arena, your Eagan Wildcats 7, Farmington 0.
And again, the game's not over. We got another period to go. Just a half an hour delay. due to an injury.
Right. So we'll be back here for the start of the third period shortly here from the Schmitz-Mackey Arena. Jeff Bergam and Thomas Manzello will be back to you shortly. And we're back. Hockey fans, welcome to Eagan Wildcat Hockey here live at the Schmitz-Mackey Arena in lovely Farmington. Score after two, Eagan 7, Farmington 0. It's been all Wildcats, a real lengthy second period due to the unfortunate injury to the Farmington player. We've not got an update yet as to the condition, how he's doing. Again, our thoughts and prayers go to him and his family. Always a very unfortunate thing to have happen at these games. The Wildcats, again, really playing well, moving their feet, pucks to the net. Now we will be in run time. And, again, Thomas, you and I talked about this. The key here is going to be for Eagan to keep doing what you're doing. And for Farmington, they got to be playing shift by shift and get a check and get shots to the net and get a goal.
Yeah, the one thing that we saw towards the end of the period, though, is the chippiness pick up. And it's important, hopefully, that the refs don't just treat this like, hey, we want to get out of here quick and not call anything, because hit a couple shots to the head, and you know that's going to escalate if they keep letting that go.
Farmington historically has been a more physical team. And again, right now, it's a Saturday night prime time, and the Wildcats will come into their house, and it's 7-0. So they're not too happy in that locker room. So I'll be real curious to see how they come out. If they start to be chippy, to your point, we hope that the refs will kind of keep this under control, because they could get ugly real quickly.
Yeah, and obviously it started too towards the end of the period. Taylor started mixing up lines and getting more guys on the ice. So that always causes a little bit more confusion. Again, we're waiting for the players. I think they want to make this game run till 10 o'clock tonight. There we go.
And here come both teams. They enter the ice.
And we will be in running time until it gets back to a 5-goal lead in the third period.
So again, we talked about it a little bit now. Again, the keep the game clean, keep the game moving. But again, if you're Eagan, keep your head up, because there may be some more physical motivation on the side of Farmington to go after you a little bit. So, again, heads up out there. We've got a couple shout-outs we'll get caught up on. We got a shout-out going to Mr. Nick Asta. Nick is watching us live streaming from Madtown, Madison, Wisconsin, home of Bucky Badger, and Nick is cramming for finals. I'm sure he'll do well, Nick, so take a couple study breaks, watch the game, but best of luck on your finals, and go Big Red.
A lot of college finals going out tonight. Got people watching in Texas tonight too, Jeff.
So we got the Texas, okay.
Texas, we got Plano, Texas watching tonight.
Home to Lone Star, Texas. How about those Cowboys?
Usually Billy Myers is a fan out there. He's probably watching tonight. Brother of Johnny Myers.
Brother of Johnny Myers, son of Kurt and Susie Q.
Susie Q. I'm sure she likes that, Jeff.
Absolutely.
Is it Susie Q's or Q?
Susie Q. Face-off controlled by Eagan. They'll dump it in the zone. Pressure applied now by the Gibson line with Meyer and Randall. Been a real good line all night tonight for the Cats. And here comes Farmington. The Tigers of Farmington. They'll dump it in. They'll be content. Giving chase is Mason. And here comes, gets puck taken away a little bit from Dolney. Oh, Dolney just kind of stood his ground, and the Farmington player went flying. Puck now back at center ice, and they'll chip it down deep for a change. Giving chase now is Eli Dolney. Nice pass over to Meyer. Back to Mason. Mason, nice give and go to Cullen Meyer. To William Randall. Here comes William Randall. Randall's got some time. Randall looking now with Hoopmaker. And here comes the Farmington, the Tigers. And they'll dump it in. Puck in the corner. And Burgum now staying with it. And goes in the corner now, giving chases Hoopmaker. Hoopmaker now to Burgum. Burgum now has his player tied up. Burgum in the corner still. Back to, shot, save. Good shot, save by Manzella.
Jeff, you had a different line out there. You had Hoopmaker, Asta, and Luke Anderson out there on that shift.
So nice job there by Meekin and Burgum to get that shot to Manziel. Nice job by Dirk not to give up a rebound. Puck controlled by Farmington. Shot got hit
Blocked
by Keegan Johnson. That's a little stinger there. Hopefully he looks like he's fine. No worse for the wear. Here comes Aiden Byrne. Byrne now that puck is in the skates. Now he'll just chip it in low. Giving chase now is the Johnson line. They've been just dominant tonight. And here comes Farmington. Farmington now. Oh, little move there. Got around Byrne, but nice recovery by Mason. Came over beautifully.
To help his team.
And helped out Byrne, and good job by Jack Mason, the senior defenseman. Here comes Sherrick now. That's going to be, they'll be deflected, no icing.
Nice.
And here comes Farmington. Yeah, their zone, they
big
chip
hit.
it out. Nice play there by Willery now to Henry Reif to Beneke. Beneke shot, nice save there by LaCroix. Wonder if LaCroix is a relative of the LaCroix family of sparkling water.
I didn't do that homework tonight.
You know, I just wonder. I think about these things, Thomas, when there's a break here or there.
Very important facts. So we will have the research team look into that.
And we'll contact Toronto to confirm that story.
Well, we are in the library tonight. Sounds like it anyway.
Yeah, but I hope you're all enjoying that 100-member band we promised you. Where is the Farmington band? We had them last year.
Yeah, we had them here, and it was rocking.
Oh, and Willery gets a vicious hit. But no penalty. Here comes Farmington. Nice step up by Dolney. He kind of pokes it down low. He's attacking the zone, the defenseman, cedar defenseman for Eagan. Here comes Farmington out of their zone, nice and clean. They cross center ice, and they'll dump it in. No icing. Back to it as Willery. Willery now. Nice pass out to Reif, and he'll hit off the banner. No whistle. So they'll go in low and deep. Corner. Here comes Eagan now. Farmington with the puck. Step up. Controlled by Eagan. They'll pass it up. Anderson now gets it up. There'll be no icing, deflected. And Anderson now, nice forecheck pressure. Looks like we got Anderson, Hoopmaker, and Asta out there. Controlled by Hoopmaker. Goes up. They'll try to chip it out. Nice pressure being applied. Here comes Farmington. Looking for a long breakout pass, stepped up by Burgum. Burgum shot from behind. No whistle. He dumps it in nicely. Pressure being applied. Here comes Farmington out of the zone. And Meekin now, nice feather pass to Cullen Meyer. Meyer now turnaround shot wide. Giving chase now is Gibson. Gibson in the Farmington zone takes a shot to the head, no call. And here comes Farmington. They've got some room. Here they come. That's out of their zone. And Mason goes in the boards. Puck controlled by Eagan in their own zone. A little pressure now being applied by Farmington now. They'll cross the ice over to Jack Mason. Mason flips up to Randall. That gets in the skates. They battle, lose puck. Now it'll be dumped back in the Eagan zone. Just over 11 minutes to go in period 3. All Eagan 7-0. They'll wave off icing that goes all the way down. Giving chase is Henry Reif. Reif for the, and now there'll be another penalty.
Reif's
and that was a holding or elbow or shot to the head. And again, that's not, you ask for consistency in the officials, and we've seen a lot worse than that tonight, and it's not been called. For example, picking up Meekin's stick, throwing it in the fans, and then there's no call.
That led to a breakaway.
Open it yourself. Wow. Not everything's handed to you, buddy.
Boy, fans
Boy,
are getting a little
fans
hostile
are
here.
getting rough, getting a little
over
rough
here.
out there.
Classy, Jeff, classy.
So, again, another power play for Farmington. My goodness, they've had several power plays tonight, Thomas. It must be 2 or 3 to 1 as far as power plays.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, they found a nice little play there. They had the spacing.
They scored.
And that was a total screen. Nothing you could do there. And they get the goal. And again, how many times do you give Farmington the chance?
Like we talked about, Jeff. And again, I don't know if you can really say that you can blame us for the penalty.
No, I mean, it was a call that they haven't made all night. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to start. So now 7-1 Eagan, power play goal by Farmington.
But you get that many. That's probably their 6th or 7th power play with
At
two
least
man
that.
advantages.
At least that, right. Puck control now by Farmington. Burgum, feather it nicely over to Sherrick to Meakin. To Burgum will flip it up. And nice step out. Here comes Johnny Myers now. Myers with the puck. He's got some time. Myers, backhand, no one home. And they're going to feather it around to the corner, trying to get that breakout. Picked off. Here comes Farmington. They'll dump it in. Giving chases Burgum. Burgum's got some time. Nice pass over now to Sherrick. He'll dump it in. And 8.5 minutes to go in this one. Again, still all Eagan. Here comes Farmington. They got a break. Cross-ice pass, and nice little back check by Sherrick. Good play on the body there. Took position out. So nice back check by Sherrick. Farmington sending that player way high out there.
There's another shot.
Another
to the
shot
head,
and no
Jeff.
penalty.
No
I mean,
penalty.
again, it's been kind of, I think these officials may have a Farmington zip code. They're not, doesn't seem to be a fair calling here for the game. Just our opinion. And Jack Mason, now that gets picked off. Centering pass all alone. Oh, the nice recovery there by Mason and Byrne. And here comes Aiden Byrne. Aiden Byrne for Eagan. Byrne now. He'll try to take it in. Gets hung up on the skate, and it'll be offside.
Yeah, he had to make Byrne to get in. Had to make that one little extra move.
And it got tied up in the ref's skate. So again, not only did Aiden had to get by all the Farmington players, but he had to get around the ref. It's a little tough sledding out there for number 4, the junior defenseman. So we've got, again, the Hoopmaker line with Asta and Anderson with Willery and Dolney. A forecheck pressure applied by Eagan. He'll do a nice give and go. And here comes Farmington. Nice breakout there. That should be an icing. Don't know why that was waved off. That was deflected well before the red line. I don't know. There must be, again, that zip code. Here comes Farmington. They keep it in the zone deep. And now in the corner still they battle. Controlled by Farmington. Back to Willery. Willery now. Nice centering pass to Hoopmaker. Backs over to Asta. Asta now. Trying to get in. Rebound. Oh, what an attempt there by Hoopmaker. And it gets chipped in. But Hoopmaker had a golden chance there to get a goal. That'll be flopped in, and that'll be LaCroix. And he can't get out of the glove. And here comes Farmington. Off the zone, they try to get that all the way across. They do so. Giving chase now is Burgum. Burgum takes an angle, kind of wait.
We're getting a penalty, I think, Jeff, aren't we?
Another penalty on who now?
Well, it happened right here. Again, 2 guys got tangled up, and we're going to get the penalty.
Yeah, that is, it's just unbelievable. How many power plays do we want to give Farmington? I think they've had plenty of practice tonight. My goodness.
I think that's Colin's second penalty of the night, right? Of course, I think they're trying to get everybody on Eagan tonight.
Boy, I just, I don't see, there. You got to call them both ways. I mean, if you're going to be calling them this tight, well, then when they do that, make the call.
The funny part on that, Jeff, was both players were tangled up. So if anything, you would take both of them.
Right. And now they'll control at the blue line. Again, they're trying to get that in there. Shot. Oh, they had, boy, that was a good play. Had him alone in the slot, just shot over the net. But nice job by the penalty killers to get that puck out of the zone, trying to. But Farmington now with the puck still, they'll control. Shot.
Nice
What a save by
Cool.
Blocker by Manziel. That was a nice screen. And they
saw it at the last
barely
second.
saw that. That stays in the zone. Rebound.
Ooh,
That was a
another good
dangerous little
save.
feather pass there.
I got through to Derek on that one,
So
too.
good pressure being applied here by the Farmington Wildcats. What seems like their 50th power play tonight. All the way over the cross. Shot. Nice block. Rebound.
And they scored again off the rebound. So another power play goal.
So again, how many chances do you want to give? I mean, I give them. I mean, it's one of those things where.
Well, hopefully the clock will run out before they get 7
No.
more.
No,
oh,
now the
it's
run time
time.
stops.
Ops.
Now we
That's
get
right.
to we get to delay the fun. Now we'll just kind of drag this thing out for more.
That's right. We're back in stop time now.
Scoring for Farmington at 12.
I wish I could see the stat sheet, Jeff, and see how many penalties it's been tonight. It's crazy.
No, it's been incredible. I mean, how many power plays do you want to give these guys? Draw controlled now by Farmington. Back to Burgum. Burgum now to Meakin. He'll chip it. Back to Burgum. Matthew Burgum. Out of the zone. And he gets hammered back in. Back to Max Meakin. Meakin's got some time. Max Meakin. And center ice. Gets picked off. Here comes Max Meakin. Nice job by Meakin to get that puck down deep. Puck in the corner. Max will keep it in nicely. Giving chases Hoopmaker. Hoopmaker gets it. Back to Burgum. He tries to feather it, can't get it all the way through. He'll give chase. Matthew Burgum. Nice job, drops it off to Meakin. And here comes Eagan with the puck. Can't take it. In the corner. And here comes Eagan. Max Meakin. Meakin now with the puck. He'll dump it down low. 3.5 minutes to go in this one. Still all Eagan 7-2. But again, numerous power play chances for the Farmington has given them 2 goals in this game. Oh, nice shot there by Meyer. Again, got through. Good pad save by LaCroix. Shot from behind, no call to Randall.
Another cross check.
Another cross check. Again, they're not calling that, but play goes on. Puck still in the Farmington zone. Nice forecheck pressure by this line. They'll chip it down low. Giving chase is Gibson. Gibson now shot on net, save. And run time has stopped, so clock will stop at every whistle. So 2:53 to go in this one. Again, all Eagan 7-2.
Entertaining text from one of the alumnus
One of the
out on the slopes
Eagan,
of Utah.
Eagan faithful. Again, now we got the Shark line out there with Byrne and Mason. Again, nice pressure being applied by Eagan. Just over 2 minutes to go in this one. Here comes Farmington. And Mason will step up nicely. He'll chip it out to center ice. Now controlled by Farmington. They'll give it Nick Sherrick. Now Sherrick picked that off nicely. Back in the corner is Johnny Myers. Myers gets hammered in the corner. And Sherrick now applying pressure. Here comes Farmington. The Tigers of Farmington. Center ice. They'll bring it over to Mason. Nice job by Mason and Byrne to take that one away. Farmington now applying a little bit of pressure. That puck is picked off at the blue line. They'll throw it in now deep and low. Mason now to Aiden Byrne. Byrne now, nice pass over to Johnson. He gets it. And they're going to chip it in now all the way. They'll go through a quick change. And now Bergam will forced to dump in back to Max Meekin. Here comes Meekin for the Wildcats. Max Meekin. He'll flip it out to center. No one home. Meekin now. That gets picked off. Here comes Luke Anderson. Anderson on to Asta. Asta, he gets taken down hard in the corner. He stays with it. Nice job by Asta to set that up. Here comes Farmington. And that's Bergam now. He'll step up. Pass, deflected. Stop. Over to Asta again. Recovery in the corner. Bergam now takes his man out. Over to Hoopmaker. Tries to get that to the corner. Over to Bergam. Matthew Bergam's got some time. Matthew Bergam. Nice pass over to Anderson. Here comes Eagan. Just under a minute to go in the game. Shot. Nice save by Anderson. So again, all around, Thomas, excellent effort by the Wildcats. You know, coming into Farmington, we thought if they played their game, did what they could do, they could handle Farmington. Farmington's a very good team. They're fast, they're physical, but Eagan really took it to them, and it's showing on the scoreboard tonight. Draw control now by Eagan. Randall having a great game. Randall now gets taken out of the corner. And Meyer now, nice forecheck pressure. I like this line, Thomas, of Randall, Meyer, and Gibson. They really have some nice shifts out there tonight.
Really good speed and
good physicality, absolutely. Just under a half minute to go in the game here. Again, all Eagan 7-2. Here comes Farmington, big cross-ice pass. And then they'll do that, Dolan dumping in. Giving chase there is Ben Willery. Willery now. That pass gets picked off behind the net. Willery now looking. Pass gets that's going to be an offside just outside the reach of Meyer, but that's an offside with 8.8 seconds to go. And again, nice effort by the Wildcats. And anytime you go to someone else's rink in this conference and you take it to them, it's a big win.
Yeah, absolutely, Jeff. Big win. Probably was even more lopsided than the score, but all those power plays.
Well, I mean, all the penalty kills and power play, absolutely. I mean, it's got to be 3 or 4 to 1 as far as power plays versus penalty kills or penalties called. And that'll do it here at the Schmitz-Mackey Arena in Farmington, where your Eagan Wildcats are victorious with a 7-2 victory. Shots on net, heavily favored by Eagan. Again, penalties for the game has got to be 2 or 3 to 1. So nice job of the Wildcats here in a tough place to play, a tough place to win. Didn't want to talk about it too much, but last year when we were here, a very similar situation where we kind of came into the game thinking that we should be able to take care of business, and we lost that one in overtime.
Yeah.
So this is a big payback game for the Wildcats. Every year is different, but the boys that played on that team last year, they knew coming in here that this was not going to be. They didn't want that to happen again this year.
Yep. So, Jeff, big win, and we turn the page to Tuesday, and a very, very tough competitor. I believe they cracked the top 10 this week.
All right.
In the state, Lakeville North. So, going to be a big battle.
Yeah, and again, real quickly before we turn the page in this game, I think players of the game, I think I'm going to give my players of the game to the 3 forward lines. I think they overall just moved the puck well, had sustained pressure, shots on net, really the speed just took the game over, and I think all 3 lines just contributed greatly. And I think those 3 lines to me set the tone of the game.
Yeah, I agree. I'd agree with that, all the forwards. Up until the last period, we were going to give it to the refs, but I think they kind of ruined that one. So yeah. I think the Eagan forwards really did a great job.
Lots of good practice for Eagan on the penalty kill.
Penalty kill tonight.
And Farmington really should have lots. They should be all fine on their power play. They had a lot of chances for their power play. A lot of chances.
Yeah.
So again, Thomas, great call for the game. I think again to your point now, we will turn the page, enjoy this one, and enjoy tomorrow a little day of rest. But it gets very interesting on Tuesday. We go to Lakeville at the lovely Ames Arena right on the Lakeville North campus. And they are, to your point, they have cracked the top 10 perhaps. Let's Play Hockey, Minnesota top 10. And Eagan, it'll be a big test for them.
Yes. Absolutely. It's going to be a big test. It's always like we talked about, Jeff. It's tough coming off a game like this. We've had a couple, 2 blowouts, and we're walking into a place where we know it's going to be a tight game.
Yeah, and I think the score is not indicative of the game. It was 7-2, but I mean it really was a higher than that, and it really should have been no goals allowed. I mean, how many times you give a power play up? But again, it was a fun one tonight, folks. We appreciate you listening and watching, and here at the lovely Schmitz Mackey Arena, final score: Eagan 7, Farmington 2, and we'll be with you on Tuesday for the lovely Lakeville North Panthers at lovely Ames Arena. Again, Jeff Berg, I'm Thomas Manziel signing off. We'll see you on Tuesday. Good night.